So we're going to Zion today.
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that I want you. You know you make me feel so alive. Can't stop thinking about you day and night. Love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down here, you make me smile. You're the solution.
We're in Zion, and plan number one did not work, which was gonna be going through the tunnel to the other side, but apparently there was a landslide and the tunnel's closed.
Yep. So we don't get to go through the tunnel. We don't get to see the, I guess, Bryce Canyon.
Well, we have to drive all the way around another day. But today we decided we're gonna reroute and we're gonna go the northeast side to Quail Canyon, and we're gonna do some hiking there. But we found this beautiful overlook along the way.
We got your soul. Hunting alone.
Bodie Bear.
What's up, monkey?
We're hiking in Zion.
I know, it's pretty cool.
In war, there's never an option to run. Oh, Geronimo, tears keep on falling, the nighttime is ours. Oh, Geronimo.
Giant mountain right here. So we are here at the last stop on the shuttle, which is at the entrance to Riverside Walk, and it's going to go along the river, and it's supposed to be a pretty easy trail, paved most of the time, but we get to see the entrance to the Narrows. Unfortunately, it is closed right now due to the high water volume, but it should be beautiful nonetheless. I like how green it is. Like, I wasn't expecting that considering it's the desert.
Yeah, well, the sign back there said it's a desert swamp.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so pretty.
There's a canyon here, it's really deep.
Yeah.
And it only gets sunlight when it's right above. It's pretty cool.
Huh. Yeah, that's why I wasn't expecting it to be so green, but it makes sense. I think it's also really green in comparison to all the orange rocks. It just kind of stands out.
Yeah.
And it's a sharp contrast. But like, it looks like it's like a garden or a, not what I was expecting a desert to look like. It's pretty.
I agree.
Give us your soul. Hunting alone.
One of my favorite things about whenever we're in like natural settings like this is just seeing how the raw power of nature works. And I know that's like a very hippie thing to say, but like that river carved through all of that.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of strength and power, and I don't know, I like being able to sit and just experience it.
My reaction is about time.
What's that?
I don't really think raw
Yeah.
power of nature myself. I think about the fact that this was a function of time.
Yeah,
And that it's-
forever.
at some point, this canyon was a plain or a hill or a mountain, and over eons, little particles of sand, one layer at a time, were peeled off and built this. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about whenever we're in nature. There's always something to marvel at in that regard.
Yeah.
Okay, it's another day in Zion, and today is just me. Nate stayed back at the RV, and I am gonna go on this hike by myself. I'm actually gonna be doing the Watchman Trail, which I've heard is a very underrated trail because it's right behind the visitor center. But I've heard that it's got really good views, underrated because people don't care about it that much because it's not deep within the park. So we'll see what happens. This is the trail behind me.
Traveling from the deep forest into the sun. In war, there's never an option to run. I literally just walked face first into some deer on the trail. Whole family. Hello, guys. Look at them. Another one over there, if you can see it. Right there. Look at the deer. He blends in so well. Do you see him? Right there. Bye, buddy. A couple more down there. There. Hi. Aren't you brave? Bye, guys. I can't believe I just walked into them and they didn't care. Like, they didn't care about me at all. Okay. This has been so far such a wonderfully quiet hike. I passed at the very beginning 2 trail runners that just zipped past me down the hill. And now I'm just like, it's just so quiet and peaceful and there's not a lot of people. When I passed the bus to go in further into Zion, it was a long line of people waiting, and here there's nobody, and it's quiet and peaceful, and I've got a beautiful view of the canyon below, and it's a good hike. So I would say so far definitely underrated, and a little bit challenging. Like, it's definitely all uphill, not super technical, but not a walk in the park either, so I'm enjoying it. This is cool. You won't be able to see it from here, but right down here are some hikers, and right over here it looks like the deer moved and they walked up further the trail. So maybe they'll get lucky and see the deer as well. But the deer are just walking along the trail like it's here for them. I guess if I was a deer, I wouldn't go scrabbling up the rocks. I would take the trail too.
So I am high over the campground we're staying at. There's this big ridge behind our RV, and I just want to climb it. And I've got a beautiful view, but I've got more to go. So onward and upward. That is how steep the ridge is. Down there's our RV, the campground below us, and the beautiful red rocks in front of us. So I have more behind me, and then I'm gonna head that way because I'm pretty sure that this ridge line circles the lake and has beautiful views. So that's my plan. Okay, I'm getting closer to the ridge line. There it is. And this is what's below me. I can't see the RV anymore because it's hidden by another ridge line. But it's beautiful up here. Look at this. All these desert flowers are new to me, so I'm so happy we're here in the spring because they're beautiful. I made it to the top of the ridge line, and this is what I'm greeted with. I'm curious if this wraps around and I'm able to get over there. Okay, I am continuing on. I found, unfortunately, that the ridge dipped down and I'm climbing back up again. So I was over there on the top of that, had to make my way down and back up here to get to what's behind me to keep going around the lake. So we'll see how far I make it. But it's very, very peaceful and very pretty, and the wind is blowing all of this scrub grass and the flowers, and that's a view. I mean, it's pretty gorgeous here. Okay, I've made it a very far away from where we were. I'm not sure how much further I'm gonna go. I have sunscreen on, but I feel like I could use more, and I didn't bring any with me. But that's the view. So I started somewhere right about here is when I was at the top of the ridgeline that's behind the RV. And so then I walked along this, down that, up this, over here, up the big ledge up here, and now this. And I don't know how much further, like, I'm not sure if after this it drops down again or if it just keeps going flat, but screw it. I'm gonna see how much further. I'm gonna at least go over there. I'm gonna go to that edge and see what else is there. This might end up in a sunburn. We'll see. Okay, if you can hear me over the wind, I'm gonna call it quits here with this as my view. And it looks like I could continue, but it would mean having to like go all the way down this and then back up to get it level to get over to there. And I'm very tempted, but it's breezy, so I can't quite feel my shoulders if they're getting burned or not. They were already a little bit red and I put a bunch of sunscreen on. So I'm gonna turn around. If I had sunscreen, I think I would keep going, but I'm afraid that I'm gonna get fried out here. I really should have put sunscreen with me, and then I could have just continued on and been done with it. But it's very pretty up here, and you can see, this is Quail Creek, Quail River, and you can see sand dune something or other. I'll put the names of the parks down below because I don't remember what they're called. But you can see them from the distance and it's beautiful up here. So if you're staying at KOA, I highly recommend that you take an unplanned hike up the mountain because it's a gorgeous view.